Hello and welcome to our new video. This is the French cruiser Tier 5, Le Galissonniere. That is French, by the way. Sorry about the very poor French accent. Killers 05. This is your favourite ship, isn't it?
Just the name, the Le Galissonnière. I love it.
Say it again.
Le Galissonnière.
That's better.
Yeah.
That's almost proper French, man.
So there's traits you can see on there. Long range guns, which are really long range guns.
Long range guns.
A bit of information about it. The best ship in the world at the outbreak of World War II, the Le Galissonnière, is a cruiser.
Awesome.
Absolute B ship, known for its best armour protection and other things.
We're not going to talk about modules.
Yeah, you can just see what we're going to put on there. I mean,
yeah, just watch.
You could go with any one of them three, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think any of them suit the way you're going to play it. Propulsion gets you out of stuck when you've got a big battleship looking at you. Damage part reload. You've got you think you use that on your degrass, don't you? Just to stop fires out and stuff like that and repair guns because your modules get knocked out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But there's them shells, HE rounds, which I fire a lot, 2,200 on them. AP, not bad, 3,000, nearly 3.5. It's not bad at all. You can see that range though, 16.1.
clicks.
And these aren't to be dismissed either on the old Le Galissonnière. You only get 2 off each side, which is a bit of a drawback, but
it's useful.
Choosers.
15,000 damage,
and a minute reload and 9-kilometre range as well. So do not dismiss the torps on the Galissonnière.
And 60k.
At 9 kilometres, it can be used offensively as well as defensively.
Yes.
Comes with engine boost, which is a trait you're going to see with the commander coming up. You can
useful.
Make use of that. And sonar.
Sonar's good. Well, it's a destroyer killer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Technically.
And it will rip through them.
Yeah.
It's pretty good at that. Reload time, just like 3 minutes on that. 5-second duration on your damage part control is not great. And it takes a minute to reload.
Just to stop your fires and your flooding.
Yeah. Armour, it is what it is. Yeah. It's surprising how pesky these things can get with their armour.
Especially angle.
Yeah, 27,300 hit points and 10% reduction in torpedo damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Secondaries are always a bit of a tasty thing on these, which is a bit of a surprise to most, but you can see there the damage you get from an HE round, 1,300. You can see then guns are pretty potent as well, 3 times 352 millimeters, 16.1 kilometre range. I mean, you've perked that up with your commander, haven't you? But that is potent.
Yeah,
absolutely potent. 14% chance of fire, which I think is 12 standard. You've got perks on your commander as well. Yeah. There's them torps there. You can see that you just mentioned nearly 15,000 damage, only detected at 1.3 and a range 60 knots as well. So these things aren't slow.
It's very good. Very good.
Maximum speed it's not the best, 31 knots, but it's not drastic. It's not a problem. 650 meter turning circle. Rudder shift pretty impressive as well at 7.7. Concealment 11.8.
It's not best.
It's not great.
It's a cruiser.
Yeah, it's a light cruiser. It's a big old light cruiser at that as well. The Le Galissonnière. They keep saying that all the way through. I love saying it. Detectable when firing 6k as well. So you've gone with Andre Lemonnier as your commander. And his main trait, cruiser detectable time after firing main guns.
It's not bad.
It's all right. It's a fair bit of a reduction as well, 13.75.
He's only up to level 10.
You've gone with William Tennant with his decreased damage to Citadel, should I say. You don't want to increase it, would you? No. Perks, I go with that. That's what I do use. You'll see me in this video. That's what I've got. I always go with trying to boost everything up on my gun, so I've gone with the HE, chance of fire. You've gone with range, that's why yours is up to 16.1, which is not a bad thing in a cruiser that you're going to spend most of your time is running away and ducking and diving. Which you do, it's just a fact.
Or island hogging, don't forget.
Yeah, not got the best trajectory for that, but they can do it. Not bothered about the torpedo detectable range. You're in a cruiser, you can duck and dive and dodge them anyway. I do go with that as well. An extra chance of fire with HE rounds, predominantly HE. Torpedo range, they got 9k anyway. How many more do you want? You've only got 2, so it's not like you're going to be predictive line.
I know, but don't look at us, it's only half.
Yeah.
So that potentially is 10%.
Yeah.
It's quite good when it's fully upgraded.
I still don't think you're torping that range with 2. It's not hard to dodge 2 torpedoes, is it? So
true.
I don't think that's a wasted perk for you when you can upgrade your HE and get a better chance of...
Okay, well...
All right, calm down. I just think I'd rather go with that. I mean, it's not a bad one. I mean, what's 8% going to give you? It's roughly going to give you about 9.6, something like that. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But I love the HE rounds on it. That's what I go for. Movement speed, it's not the fastest of cruisers, 31 knots. Cruiser AP. Now, this is mentioned it in the thingy about the AP overpenning a lot. I don't tend to find it an issue, to be fair. I think the AP is fantastic on it. Just smash most things you come up against.
Okay.
You use that on your destroyers a lot. I don't know if it's going to be that good because you're normally firing as you're running away, aren't you? The cruiser, so it's not really going to be that much beneficial. Rudder shift time, that's one you could use, but when you've got this perk next to it here, I'd rather go with that. Shell grouping. I don't get why the shell grouping on main guns and dispersion of main batteries is any different, to be fair.
I know. It's not a bad,
you just get 6%. I mean, you've gone with reload on your cruise. I go with this. I go with extra consumable. That's just personal preference, which is an extra speed boost. And, and that's not really...
One? Is it sonar?
Sonar, yeah, which is not really beneficial. You can see here straight away, this is a big old cruiser.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, when I come across a Galissonniere, I tend to find them hard to damage. It's weird, unless I'm really close to personal range. They're pesky little ships to try and get damage off. And you can see I just predominantly spam HE in mine.
Yes.
The trajectory is not too bad, but you can see it's quite flat, so it's not the best at looping shots of it's not a Dallas, if you know what I mean, like that. But look at the fire.
It's
I
not
get quite
bad,
a lot of fires. And this is how I tend to play a lot of my Galissonniere.
Away from the fire.
Yeah, running away.
Yeah.
Which I do think I prefer the Nuremberg style of like 2 guns on the back, 1 at the front, rather than 2 at the front. This does have the advantage of being able to poke your front round and get 2 shots off, where the Nuremberg doesn't. It has to back up, but I suppose I'd rather back round the corner and shoot forward fast. So I'd have to reverse back after pulling my front out. So again, I think I'd rather go with the Nuremberg's gun layout, but each to their own. AP wise, I'd only use the AP if I'm up close and personal with cruisers.
Yes, definitely.
Long range at battleships, you're wasting your time. There's his counterpart that we're going to hopefully get after we've finished off the Galissonniere, the Tier 6 cruiser, which plays in a very similar style. I do like the Tier 6 one as well. I haven't got the Charles Mental yet, the Tier 7.
I don't see many of those, to be honest.
No, I don't know why, because if it's anything like the Tier 6, it's very solid cruiser. The damage just gathers slowly but surely when you're playing this. The fire rate's pretty... I'm going to get this Bine on fire again. Did we get him on fire earlier? He's used his repair patch.
I think for Tier 5 cruiser, the reload time is about the same, isn't it?
I mean, it's got a rudder shift time as well, a 7.7, which is important. Because you're going to spend a lot... I don't think the best thing to do in a French cruiser is sitting still.
No.
At any point.
No.
It's sitting still. It's best swinging away. But this is a drawback I mentioned earlier. Most of the gun mounts are at the front. So when you're running away, you've just got that one single gun plugging away behind you, which it is what it is, but it means you need to show a little bit more side to get those front guns in play when you're manoeuvring away from a superior force, if that makes sense.
But normally you're chasing destroyers, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you got your 2 guns.
If you can. At the minute we're getting chased away. We've got to remember we're bottom tier in this match. And we're going to waste a shot here, and he's gone already.
He's gone.
We didn't get that, but you can see we've just been apparent with HE rounds. We're hung on the periphery of the battle. Here's that range coming in that we mentioned before. You're not struggling at range. The gun's a pretty nice trajectory, so it's nice. It's not hard to be accurate with shots. You're not talking like a 10, 12, 15 second hang time like your American stuff. You're talking like Atlanta and Flints.
Yeah.
They're quite reliable, and you can see the grouping's really good as well. Dismiss a Galissonniere at your peril. These can be an absolute thorn in your side, an absolute pain.
I think playstyle wise, we're saying hang on the periphery, aren't we?
Yeah.
Fire HE.
Yeah. Keep moving. Just keep moving.
And then when a battle develops, if you're still alive, if you're still alive in it, that's when it comes to its own, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like a finisher. All I'm saying is that
it's a pest. Start again. It's a pest.
When the enemy diminishes, you're more likely to have a better game because you're less of a target, aren't you? That's what I mean.
But look at these HE rounds. They're not pitter-pattering. They're setting fires and they're doing a lot of damage as well. I wouldn't put it up there with the HE rounds you get from the Japanese, but they're very close. It's not over. We're not smashing stuff like with the Myoka ones at Tier 6 either. We're not dishing out that kind of damage with HE rounds, but these are potent. They're doing enough damage and causing enough fires to be an absolute pain in the
I know,
arse.
but I'd rather be in a Galissonniere than a Miyoko.
You don't like Miyoko, do you? You really don't like it. And the guns
like
turn a lot faster, to be fair.
Yeah,
as well, in
no,
this
that's
thing.
what I mean. It's very good. Icarus, man.
Chances are they're just letting them off
Smoked
too late. They're going to shoot off at the top by the looks of it. No, we're going
there you
with a
go,
fire.
set on fire.
There you go again. So
Yeah.
we're up to 50,000 damage
Goes
here
to
as well.
show.
And we still haven't lost an hit point yet, which is
I
always
never
handy.
noticed that.
Yeah, which is always handy.
It's always very handy, man.
I mean, they're manoeuvrable, they're fairly quick, HE rounds are potent, and again, if ever I come across a Galissonniere and I'm in another cruiser, if they angle nicely, they're quite heavily armoured for a cruiser.
They're very
it's
bouncy,
surprising,
aren't they?
how much you bounce, how much skidding outside. If you're full siders on, it's just it's going to happen anyway. But it's down as a drawback, the overpen on the AP. I never really found that a trouble, and that goes for the DeGrasse as well, which is a very we're injuring another one. Ooh, I don't think we let it enough. Yeah, we did. We got it. You said it with Destroyer Hunter. We didn't do so much hunting in this game. We just did a lot of finishing off of them.
You don't finish this with not losing a hit point, do you?
No, I can't do.
You can't do.
Can't do. It's buying. Surely he's going to take a fancy.
I would say the Galissonniere is one of the better tier 5 cruisers.
I'd take it over a Pensacola anyway, but that's not really an option. I do love my Nuremberg though, but it's a completely different playstyle than Nuremberg. Your Nuremberg's got HE, you say it's similar fire rate, similar kind of gun layout in a way. I know they've got 2 at the front and 2 at the back on this one, but it just hasn't got the fire starting ability I think the Galissonniere's got. It's got the manoeuvrable side of things, but I find that when I'm playing my Nuremberg, I just get drawn into the battle. You know, when we 8 torpedoes, I just find myself getting more up close and personal. Yeah, and I go and try and finish off a battleship where I can't in the middle of Galissonniere.
Yeah. Will you too?
Yeah, in Nuremberg, if I find any battleship and I can come up on him fast and sneak up on him, I know I can kill him. I can't do that in Galissonniere, which means you tend to play it more on the back foot than you would in Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Ioba's a tough one. It's got the torpedo damage too, but you have to get it so far around the back here, and they've got 10k torps as well. The HE rounds are probably a little bit more prominent than the Ioba, so you can do a little bit more damage doing the same role. So in a way, the Ioba's probably a little bit better at this. I just find that the gun traverse is better on the Galissonniere, so it allows you to do more manoeuvring to dodge shots and still get shots away yourself than the Ioba does. So situationally, the Galissonniere's just got a little bit of an edge over the Ioba. Not a lot, because the Ioba's HE rounds are more prominent, but you just can't get them away as quick, and your gun turrets don't allow you to either.
What about the Leander? That's not a 5-star.
Leander,
so
again,
really
that's another sitting smokes, constant AP, so that's another destroyer killer because of the AP rounds that it's armoured up with. Just can't do anything if you're at range of the face-on battleship. He's going to struggle. It's got sonar, so it can still do a similar job like hunting down destroyers and stuff like that. But I do like the Leander. I think it's a really good ship. I really like the Galissonniere. It's a tough ship to rack the damage up. I think the only problem it's got now is the Dallas has come out. And the Dallas is even better at manoeuvring, keeping guns on things, and firing over terrain, and predominantly setting fires with HE, if that makes sense. The Dallas does it a bit better.
It's got torpedoes, this has.
That's the advantage it's got over the Dallas. So if you're coming toe-to-toe with one, they're both going to shred each other with AP, I think. They're both prominent AP. The Dallas has got a bit more guns it can fire on you than the Galissonniere's got.
I'm not sure. Are they quicker on the Dallas? I can't remember. There's
similar fire rate. I think you're around that 7-8 second reload time. So you can see the torp angle's really good as well. Look at that torp angle. It's nearly front on. So it's tricky for some players to realise when you actually torp it.
You're virtually still going towards them, aren't you?
We talked about the previous videos, like the Galantis come out and they torp on that. You know when you're getting torped by certain destroyers. You know when you're getting torped by others. Look at the rudder shift time as well. Fantastic angle change. You can get the other side off really quick. Wasted it there. We didn't really need to do that, but with chances are. Finished off that Nagato, and we're going to start on the old Eisenhower now. I mean, this shows how strong the Galissonniere is. This is bottom tier, remember, in this game. And their hit points went down pretty quick then, but we were showing a lot of sides to get some torps off, but they were needed. We couldn't finish off that Nagato, and that's just where the Nuremberg's got the edge on it.
Oh god,
The Nuremberg's chucked out 8 with that first side. We didn't have to go side on again, so we could have saved half his hit points there, and it would have still wiped him out with an easier chance of hitting him and plus more damage. So I'm just a Nuremberg fan though, to me. I do love the Nuremberg.
Let's round up this Galissonniere.
The Galissonniere, play style wise, burn things. I predominantly set mine up like we have in the Commander Ops for using HE. Don't dismiss the AP. We didn't really get to see it in this game, but if you do come across cruisers, use your AP. It's really good at that. But don't stop moving. Never stop moving. And just try. I mean, this is good at range. We know the Eisenhower has got the most accurate guns, so we're just relying on manoeuvrability because it's got a lot of the Galissonniere. It's a very tough ship to it, and even if you do it, it's hard to penetrate.
Especially when it's at an angle.
Don't think you've got to sit behind an island in the Galissonniere and spam over it. You're just asking to get wiped out.
Yeah.
Move.
Yeah.
That is your greatest defence in it. Move, 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 move. And I think it's a very balanced, very underrated cruiser in the Galissonniere. Very underrated.
Yeah.
And underplayed. You don't see many in the game, and they can be an absolute pain. It's just, it lacks that killer punch that other ships have got in its tier to actually just finish off a ship, finish off a battleship even to that degree.
Because I think those 2 torpedoes don't really do it, do they?
You, in certain situations, Leander, Aoba, Nuremberg, you're not afraid to go into this position because you know even if he's full health, you've got enough firepower to kill him. Whereas you just haven't got that in the Galissonniere.
2 torpedoes.
But other than that, this is a fantastic, solid, brilliant cruiser that's underplayed and underrated.
Galissonniere then, Kilo 05.
La Galissonniere.
Thank you very much for your Galissonniere knowledge, and do excuse the French accent. Laters.